5 shocking reasons a Museveni warning is a game changer for Africans. Here we break down 5 hidden impact of Uganda's president alert on East Africa. Let's unlock the discussions. Uganda is a landlocked nation, whom depends on import and export for the nation economic development, just like other landlocked nations. Therefore, you can see that Uganda's infrastructures and industrial revolution depends on the Indian Ocean. So, Museveni's warning is to emphasize 1. Importance of African states to enhance free trade among nations in Africa, rather than impede its progress. Enhancing free trade among African states doesn't only boost good relationship among African states, but improve economic growth, create jobs, and increase prosperity. When trade barriers are removed, African countries can increase trade volumes, diversify their economy, and attract investments. 2. Impacts of trade wars among African states. Some African nations are falling out victims of international influence. The world's superpowers are using them to suppress nations. Who wants to rewrite African history? Therefore, if African nations are not careful and decide to embark on trade wars, it can have significant consequences, including reduced trade volumes and economic growth, increased prices for goods and services, loss of competitiveness and market share, diverted investment and capital flight, strained regional relationships and cooperation, increased poverty and food insecurity, ultimately affecting the well-being of African citizens. 3. Economic interdependence of African states. Museveni's warning highlights the importance of regional economic interdependence. Some African states may try to be selfish. What is the results of doing that? Maybe war. Museveni's required us to know that African states are economically interdependent through the following. A. Regional trade agreements such as the African Continental Free Trade Area, AfCFTA. B. Shared resources and infrastructure such as rivers, transportation corridors. C. Cross-border investment and trade. D. Labor migration and remittances. This interdependence can foster cooperation, promote economic growth, and enhance regional stability.
5. Economic necessity of landlocked nations to trade with coastal regions in Africa. For landlocked African nations, accessing global markets is crucial for trade and economic growth. If Africans want to grow, they should see the ocean belonging to all African states. This is why he said that coastal states play a vital role in providing access to ports and maritime trade routes, trade facilitation and logistics services, transit and customs procedures. African states should not focus on claiming ownership of the ocean, but rather cooperate with landlocked nations to expand the ports and improving defense capabilities around the oceans across Africa. If you find this video interesting, educative and informative, please subscribe to the channel for more content like this.